Mr. Ozulumba is Sustainability Officer at Natural Eco Capital. 5 minutes, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for this opportunity to speak to the integration of health, climate, and ocean resilience. My name is Charles Ozulumba. I'm with Natural Eco Capital. We're a private environmental consulting firm. So this is one of the areas we touch through our work, doing proposals as well as delivering value for environmental policies. The challenges, as most of my colleagues have already elaborated, are nearly 500,000 deaths from heat-related stress events already in the world, and it's projected to hit about 600,000 by 2050. Of those 600,000, 178,000 of them excess deaths are expected to be kids in that period. In fact, currently right now, in key heat-related areas such as Sub-Saharan Africa, Southeast Asia, and the Middle East, 12 to 20,000 kids already die from heat-related stress activities. So, and they expect this to go to 100,000 if these remain unchecked by 2050. Now, the ocean's role is very critical, and my colleague from NIMASA already gave most of the stats, but I'd like to reiterate them for effect. 93% of the excess heat is absorbed by the ocean, 93%. More than 25% of the carbon dioxide emitted is absorbed by the ocean. And the ocean is a very key resource for our species because it's not just the fact that it's taking up the excess heat or the excess carbon, it's the fact of what it gives to us in terms of profitability and livelihood, right? It's the primary protein source for over 3 billion people worldwide. That's almost half of the human population. And as we degrade it in terms of deoxygenation, acidification, warming, it produces these stress-related natural disasters which cause damage. But the point is, it affects the fishes, which means we can't eat as much as we should. Remember, it's a protein source. And it also decreases income for the very poor, the most poor and vulnerable communities, which depend on the fishes to bring the little income that they can do other things to survive apart from eating. So it's a double whammy in that sense. Now, because we're with the Nurses Without Borders, and I'm a big fan of their work, thank you so much for what you do. The other issue is the economic productivity that it's going to harm. So, for example, by 2050, we're projected to lose about $1.5 trillion annually, globally, due to heat-related stress activities. The GDP output for the world is expected to lose about $7 trillion from workers, construction, farming, who right now they are doing those activities, but because of where the heat is projected to go due to emissions, they won't be able to do those activities by 2050. So it's predicting an output loss of 7 trillion globally. And in terms of healthcare workers, there's a $200 billion deficit predicted as well from lost worker availability. So I think there's key policies we can do to focus on these issues, right? We need to focus on climate resilience, obviously, ocean protection, but the health system transformation, the third pillar, is one of the key crucial pillars. So for the first pillar, in health inclusive policies, we want health policies to include climate-related issues, right? So we want health action plans for heat stress. We want early warning systems We want data integration using meteorological and oceanic data. We want water quality and seafood contamination policy data. Second policy is the climate policies that affect the ocean. We want ocean acidification and warming data. We want ecosystems in terms of mangroves, seagrasses, and marshes. And the third pillar is marine pollution, ocean policy that affects human health. So marine pollution, industrial waste, and unsafe sanitation. If we combine these three key pillars and attack the problem, I think we'll be able to work with the Nurses Without Borders to deliver key solutions to these heat-related oceanic problems. Thank you.
Thank you very